Welcome back to JJK. We have a great video coming, some fantasy start sits for you. So, Kosh, we only have 13 minutes to 11, so we gotta wrap this up. We gotta go fast. All right,
All
Kosh,
right,
start them off.
all right. Moving into starting sit-ups, we got Joshua Dobbs coming off this bye week. I still gotta say, sit Joshua Dobbs.
Yeah, I mean, Max Crosby, he's a great defensive edge, so I think it's gonna limit his moving ability. So, we are sitting Josh Dobbs. All right, next.
Moving on, we got Adam Thielen. What do you got to say about that?
Sit him. The Saints have one of the better secondaries in the league. I know they've looked back shootouts against the Lions, but Adam Thielen and this team, I think it's going to be wrapped up. I think the Saints are going to come out here and with some energy from the close loss against the Lions and beat
Okay, these next two
the Panthers.
players are going to be your cup of tea, Jacob. Taysom Hill.
I'm
What do you got
starting
to
Taysom
say?
Hill. They're going to be close in the red zone. They're going to be in the red zone scoring. It's going to be good football played by Saints in general, and I think they're going to go a little close to the end zone, little scores in the end zone with Taysom, little runs. So I'm
All
starting
right.
Taysom Hill.
Next, we got Jordan Love, and you've been talking about him for a little bit now, Jacob. What do you got to say about him?
We are starting Jordan Love. I love the kid. I don't get it, but Jordan Love is he started really slow, but he has came alive in these recent weeks, and he looks like he is a legitimate quarterback one, and maybe the Packers got a third straight Hall of Fame. But so I am
Dang.
starting Jordan Love. He
All
has a
right.
big game against Giants. My prediction.
All right. Next quarterback that we're going to be talking about, Browning. What do you got to say about him, Jacob?
Start him. Jake Browning has proved he
Art
can be
Browning?
good. He's proved he can be good in some situations. And I mean, I think they're gonna do little dump offs to mix in and stuff, get him some fantasy points. So I'm starting Jake Browning. Don't be shocked if Bengals win this game. All right, next guy.
All right.
I want I want
Next
you to start
next
us, Kosh.
player we have next player that we are going to sit is Mostert. Breaking
Yeah,
news. We are sitting Mostert.
yeah. I mean, Devon Achan's been getting most of the carries. I think they do. Dolphins do get a blowout here against Tennessee, a blowout win. But I think it's Achan carries all day long. I'm sitting Raheem Mostert.
All right. All right. So next up we got AJ Dillon. Personally, I think I would want to put him at the flex position. I don't know, that's probably
Yeah,
stupid in many people's eyes, but hear me out. Against the Lions, he only took half the carries and scored himself a solid 15 points, which that's a good modest score if you want just like a low key type running back that's very cheap, affordable,
a little
and you could
15,
pick him
12
up
point
and
running back.
get him off of your division rivals
All right,
heading into the
next,
fantasy playoffs. Next
next,
up, we got Evan Ingram.
I am sitting Evan Ingram. Cleveland has the number one defense against fantasy tight ends. And I think Cleveland's going to keep this game close. No, Trevor is going to be less pass thrown. So start Travis Etienne, but bench Evan Ingram.
All righty. Okay. Then we have something a little out of the ordinary. This might be some common knowledge to y'all, but Jake Moody. Who do you got? What do you got?
We are starting Jake Moody. We think this is a close game. Two division rivals that hate each other. San Fran just blew them out 2 weeks ago. I think a little bit of frustration is going to come from the Seattle team, and it's going to be a close game where Jake Moody has to kick some field goals.
All right. All right, next up, we got Bijan Robinson, and I'm going to have to say, start my boy Bijan.
Yeah, the Falcons learned how to
This
use
is going
him.
to
I
be
mean,
his breakout game.
ooh, breakout game. I picked Tampa to win, though. I picked Tampa to win this game. Good
He's
rushing defense.
going, I
Tampa.
don't remember who I picked. This is going to be a breakout game for Bijan. He's facing Tampa Bay, which doesn't have the greatest defensive line in the game. as they are ranked number 16 against ranked number 10 against the running backs, which is bad. But there, he's going to split the carries. It's likely.
You picked the
So he's going to
Falcons,
be
gosh.
a little more fresh. Huh?
You picked the Falcons, by the way, gosh. Me
I
and
know.
Jackson
So
picked the
he's going to
Bucks.
probably
Oh
he's
no,
going to
only I
split
did.
the carries. He's going to split the
Yeah.
carries. He's going to be more fresh and he's going to be more elusive. He's not going to take all of them.
So, all right, next, Tosh.
Next up, we have Joe Mixon. What do you got to say for him?
Start him. It's going to be dump off passes to Joe Mixon. If you play PPR, he's going to get you points today. Get you points. Start Joe
Honestly,
Mixon.
Jake Moody's going to throw those little 2-yard check down screen passes. It's just going to be Joe Mixon party like it was
Jacob
last week.
Browning, not Jake Moody.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
You're good. All right, next.
All right, Garrett Wilson. I'm gonna have to say. What do you gotta say about him, Jacob?
I'm starting Garrett Wilson. I know we said sit together, but I'm starting him. I think he has a
You're kind
breakout
of
game
going off
today.
the script here, Jacob.
I know,
You're
man.
kind of going off.
But I think Houston and Jets have a shootout. I do think Houston comes out on top, but I think it's a shootout. So give
You
me
think he's gonna have a
the
breakout game?
yes, give me Garrett Wilson to have 20 plus points.
20. You heard it here first, folks. Jacob with the hot take.
All right, who's
All
next,
right. Next,
Josh?
we got DK Metcalf.
Ooh, you lead us off with this one, Josh.
DK Metcalf, he's going to be a guy that is going to be targeted in this entire night. Of course, the San Francisco 49ers have some of the best corners in the game right now. But in PPR leagues, they are ranked 25th, which is actually doesn't match up to what I was saying. But personally, they're probably going to be doubling him or coveraging him. But still, I'd have to say start DK Metcalf.
Funga is
He
out
had a
too.
breakout game. He had an amazing breakout game with the Cowboys, and they had an amazing secondary.
Yeah, Darren Blair got cooked, so maybe he is just like Trevon Diggs. All right, who's next, Todd? Who we got next?
Next up, we have Puka Nakua. Cinderella story this entire fantasy league. Who do you got?
I'm sitting Nakua Nakua. I
You
think the
heard it here
Rams.
first, folks. Jacob is
I think the
sitting.
Rams lose this game. Um, the Ravens. Ravens are a great team, and I think it's a lot of running the football today with Kyron Williams for the Rams.
You
Cooper
think they're
Cup
going to
maybe
play in
has
Smash Mouth football?
15-ish. Yeah, I think it's gonna be some smash mouth football on both sides. But I think this
Mm.
Ravens defense is too good of a team to let the Rams come in here and win. So
All right,
give
getting
me
to the
a sit
final.
for Puka.
Give me to the final four of all of these players. These are the top four different, like almost more questionable players. Devon Achane. Who do you got for Devon Achane?
I am starting Devon Achane. He is going to get majority carries. It's going to be a blowout. A lot of touchdowns, I think, from Devon Achane. A lot of touchdowns.
Even though he's hurt and he's still coming off of multiple injuries this season, you're still starting him?
Yeah. I'm still starting him.
Alrighty, you heard it here first. Alright, my personal favorite. Do you start Justin Jefferson? I personally think if you are going to start him, you put him at the flex position. This
Yeah.
is probably going to be like a more low-key performance for Justin Jefferson, maybe scoring like solid like 10 points.
Where are they
Like
playing?
he's going to get some short little checkdowns. They're playing the Raiders, which doesn't have the greatest secondary in the world,
Yeah. But
but
I
they do
mean,
have a good defensive line.
I think he's very limited, and I think since Josh Dobbs will be limited, they will. I don't think a guy like Justin Jefferson will get too many fantasy. He could get you a 10, 15-ish today. But it is his game back. He's going to be limited, and I think we're going to get C. So I would personally sit him or put him in that flex spot.
Another Wilson, Russell Wilson. I personally am
We
gonna have to say I'm going to start Russell Wilson.
I'm agreeing with that here too. I
He's
think
playing
Russell Wilson,
against this horrible Los Angeles
Charger
Chargers
team. Uh,
secondary.
yeah. Khalil
They're
Mack is
number
a
29th ranked against the quarterback.
Khalil Mack is a sacking machine this year. Glad to see him doing well. But come on, give me the
An average
give
points
me Broncos.
per average points per possession, which possession means like per drive. He gets an average of 18.75 points on each drive when he faces a number 29 ranked team against the quarterback. And that's per drive.
Dang,
So if he continues to
that's crazy.
score, I'll rack up some points.
Yeah. All right. Who we got next, Tosh?
Moving on to the
Or is
dark
that it?
horse of
All right.
this fantasy league, Joe Flacco. What do you got to say for him, Jacob?
I'm starting Big Joe.
You're
Joe
starting Joe
Flacco.
Flacco,
Yep. I'm starting him.
the
So
stone
they played
statue.
the Jaguars. They played a hurt Jaguars team. With Trevor gone, and I think they're throwing the foot. I think they throw the football, but the Jaguars run it a lot more because of that elite Browns defense. And I think the Browns could win this game too. So I'm starting
Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
You heard it here first, folks. And that is all we have for this week's Stardom Sit-Ems for your fantasy leagues.
Yeah, I mean, start. Hey, listen to us or not, but don't be mad when we're right. That's all we have for you at JJK. See ya.